So you're thinking about getting your real estate license. Well, here are 8 crucial things that you absolutely need to know before you get into real estate. If you guys do not know me, I am Drake Abshire. I am a top producing real estate agent and a team leader down in Lafayette, Louisiana. I am brokered through Epic Realty, and we are all about growing your business and understanding exactly what you need to do in real estate. So today I'm going to show you guys what I think are the 8 most important and crucial things that you must know before you jump face first into getting your real estate license. So let's go ahead and get into it. The number one thing that you guys need to know with getting into real estate is that your money is uncapped. So there is a beautiful thing about being in real estate is really that you get as much as you put into it. So if you are working extremely hard every single day, talking to people and having as many conversations as you can, you will find an increase in your business and you will make more money. That is the beautiful thing, is that you have the sky as the limit when it comes to making money in real estate. But it's also the opposite is true. You can absolutely make nothing if you are not putting the time, the work, and the hard blood, sweat, and tears into doing the job every single day, meeting people and having conversations. But what's so beautiful is it's scalable. There are so many ways that you can continue to reach new levels of income within your business. I know agents that are making all the way into the millions. There are some that are just happy making $80,000 to $90,000 per year, which is absolutely fine. Whatever your goals are, that is perfect for you. Do not compare yourself to other people. But it is beautiful knowing that for an income that you could personally reach all the way up into the $1 million range, usually that comes from scalability. So what do we mean by scalability? Well, if you take just yourself, you can continue to enhance how much work you're able to take on by taking on an assistant. You can hire buyer's agents who will go out and show properties for you. You can have other agents on your team who work as listing specialists, which helps you to take on more deals. Or you can continue to just grow your team as a whole, where you have more and more agents who look to you for more and more business. Of course, this is not a smart move right from the get-go, but once you continue to grow and scale, absolutely you can continue to grow your income by having more agents involved in your company. Also, other ways that you can get involved with business is becoming an investor yourself. You can work with investors to locate properties, or you can start to get properties yourself. Airbnb type properties, long-term investments and holds, buy and flips, where you buy properties and flip them. Subject to, there is a million different ways that you can make money in real estate. You just have to go out there and find the deals. It's all about conversations. The more that you talk to people, the more you will be able to find more business. So understand that the sky's the limit. Just put the work in and the time and you will see the results. Number 2, that you are going to be a marketer. Marketing is everything in real estate. You are marketing yourself, your brand, your brokerage, everything that you do about your business, your services. You are selling you. Understand, marketing is going to be your vital key to getting business. A lot of people, I think, don't understand that when they get into real estate, they think, well, all my friends and family are going to find out, they're just going to use me, they love me, they're going to help me. Well, that's not always the case. You would be very surprised at how many people who are very close to you that end up not using you for a real estate transaction. So knowing this means that you have to be willing to market yourself, whether that means cold calling, doing social media, any type of lead generation, going to networking events and talking to your sphere, getting involved in your church, volunteering at local nonprofits or different ways within the community and getting involved. Some people join the Chamber of Commerce or other things that are involved within the city. Business networking groups, so B&I groups, things like that, where you can refer different types of businesses, becoming referral partners for different types of companies, running social media ads. Some people do cold calling, open houses, door knocking, actually going door to door, door and talking to people, dropping off CMAs to different neighborhoods. There are really a million different types of ways that you can go out and get business. You just need to decide how are you going to do it and get focused and dialed in on those techniques and get really, really good at them. But remember, with any business, if you find the ways that people are not doing the business and you find those great niches, then you are going to prospect because you're going to find that the competition is much slimmer. So for instance, pretty much everybody's getting involved in social media and running ads. So how many people are still doing cold calling correctly? One of the ways that I was able to build my business very strong in the beginning is I got a real estate coach and I was able to understand scripting and human communication. And so I did really, really well on the phone with expireds and FSBOs. So one option for you may be to target cold calling. Old style agents tend to do that as a form of business, but many new styles of agents are afraid to pick up the phone and have those conversations with people. But lo and behold, even if you're doing lead generation, you're still going to end up being on the phone with someone. So get over that fear, get on the phone, talk to people, and find ways to get in front of them and stay top of mind, and then you will find success in this business. Number 3 would be have a savings or a fallback if you are not going to find business right in the beginning. So build up a little nest egg, save some money off to the side right as you start the business, because when most people begin, it is only maybe by luck or really, really having a dialed in process that someone would find a deal very quickly in business. On average, we don't usually see people find deals anywhere from 90 days to 6 months before they actually close their first deal. If you're in highly competitive cities like New York or LA, you may even find it being 6 months to a year before you ever find your first deal. Or if you do find your first deal, you don't know when that next one could be. So understand that in the beginning, money could be sparse. So a lot of people may have a small side hustle that won't take too much of their time, or some kind of, again, large savings that they can fall back on, understanding that it takes time to build a business and to find consistency with a deal flow. So really understand, have some side money to where you're not going to feel so pressured. What this also helps too is your style of business, because in the beginning you are looking for that first deal. There's that excitement and that you really, really want it, but the last thing that you want is desperation coming from you. Clients can feel when someone is all about the money or when they are really trying to just dig in so they can get that paycheck. And so if that's what's motivating you, then you are going to find that you're going to have a harder time finding business, because most people are going to feel like all you're doing is after them for the money. But rather, we need to come from a place of serving and helping others. So if we don't worry so much about money, then we're going to find ourselves actually serving people the way that they need to be served, rather than being money hungry and desperate for business. What I do recommend is just having a small side hustle or some type of a small type of income job that's on the side. Doesn't take you too much away from real estate. That way you can continue to produce some kind of income on those times when it's quiet. If you can find even a business that is within real estate, that would be even more helpful for you. Maybe doing some assistant work for another real estate agent. You can continue to learn from them and observe what they're doing. Or maybe it's helping a real estate photographer. Maybe it's helping a staging company. Something that works within the real estate realm will keep you within that same business and may help you to continue to grow your own personal business. Number 4 would be set a metric or have some kind of accountability for yourself. So what many agents I find fail in the beginning, or what they don't begin to understand, is that they need to create a schedule that has some non-negotiables on it. For instance, that you have prospecting hours, right? That you get up at a specific time, that you get to work at a specific time, and you start working, even if you work from home, that you are starting that work at a time that is on a specific hour. Because if you're just flying by the seat of your pants and just saying that you'll get certain things done, you're going to find that your whole day can go by, or most of the time may go by, and you'll feel like you were busy doing things like maybe updating your social media profiles or creating that perfect logo or making all this marketing material, but that's not actually going to help you find business. Yes, it looks looks great on paper, but if you're not out there having conversations with actual people that can be clients, you're gonna find it very, very hard to start converting any kind of business. So what I say is create some kind of accountability. Maybe find a mentor, a partner, or a coach, or somebody that is gonna help you, hold you accountable, making sure that you're making so many calls a day, that you're knocking on so many doors, that each week you're doing so many open houses. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, just have some kind of accountability, some kind of created schedule for yourself. That way it feels like you're actually showing up to work. You have a job. A great question or perspective that I like to put to people is, would you hire you? If you were working for yourself, would you hire you as an employee with the amount of work and output that you're putting in? Answer that question honestly. And if you can't answer it in a way that says that you're worth that value, then there's time for some adjustments to be made. Really remember, you're working for yourself. You have your own business now, so you really need to find some kind of way to hold yourself accountable. One tip or one thing that I found very helpful is in the morning that I schedule out, make sure my day is scheduled out. And also I like to write down a few goals for myself. 1 to 3 goals, write them down, make sure they are measurable and attainable, achievable, something that you can actually measure. I'm gonna make 20 calls today, or I'm gonna knock on 50 doors today. Just give yourself a measurable goal that's gonna move that needle forward and help you to continue to grow that business. Number 5 is that getting the license may take you a little longer than you think. So most people opt for the online programs that you go through, you get the practice tests, and you get to study, and so it's self-guided. It's pretty easy. You watch some videos, you read some books, answer some questions and quizzes. That's usually how you do it. On average, it takes people about 90 days to get through the course, but I've seen some people it take longer. It is somewhat some complicated information. It feels like you may be learning at times a new language. You have to study a little bit each and every day. That way it starts to really imprint into your mind. But one of the things I found that was most helpful for me was actually doing practice tests. So yes, sitting there, learning the material and studying and going through your guides, or if you're doing in-person classes, those are also very helpful too. But make sure that you know your vocabulary. One of the things that I found that was most helpful is making sure that you understand the meaning of every single one of the words that they present, because the vocabulary is key. When there's a question that's presented to you on the test, and if you don't understand what one of those words is, the entire question falls apart, then all of a sudden you have no idea what you're trying to even find the answer to relate to. So I would say a huge key is understanding your vocabulary. If you can master the vocabulary, then the questions will make more sense to you and you can make more logical answers to the questions. But one of the things I found most helpful is definitely the practice tests more than anything else. I'm not saying don't do your coursework, don't do your materials. I'm saying make sure that you do as many practice tests as you can. You can purchase different types of practice tests that are specific to your state, and by doing that, you'll understand the way that they frame these types of questions, and so they will feel more familiar to you when you're going through the test. Yes, it may not be exactly the same questions, but you're going to understand the style and you'll get your brain to start thinking in real estate related questions rather than just words or formulas or different paragraphs and sentences that you've seen throughout your course. Also, having a study buddy is extremely helpful. If you have a friend or if you know of a colleague, someone who also wants to get their license, if you have someone you can practice with, you guys can practice questions, vocabulary with each other, hold each other accountable for study sessions. It will really help you to make that progress. Don't worry, many people fail their test their first time. Even I failed the national test the first time. I passed the state. I knew some people, it took them multiple times of having to take the test before they were able to pass, up to 3 times. So don't worry, don't sweat it. If you don't pass it the first time, just get back to studying, practice the test, practice again, go in better prepared, and really kill it on that next round. Number 6 would be make sure you get a coach or a mentor. Pretty much any brokerage that you go with nowadays will require you to have some type of mentorship. But I do express the idea that you need to stay with a mentor as long as possible. In the beginning, I know it sucks. They're taking more of your money, probably 50 or 60% of your transaction is gonna go to whoever your mentor is. But I promise you, the training they're giving you is invaluable. Stick close to them, shadow them as much as possible, ask questions. Don't be afraid to follow them around in a day, ask them to follow them around and go with them and help and really try to study the things that they're doing. Ask why they do certain things and just be a sponge, absorb as much as you can. In my case, I felt like my mentor was helpful, but not helpful to the extent that I was really hoping for. So I personally went even past a mentor, and I took a little bit of money that I had from a few closings and I put that toward a real estate coach, and that was the best decision I ever made. Not only when you pay do you pay attention when they're teaching you things, but it also gives you a little bit of skin in the game to be able to make that money back. And so for me personally, it changed everything about my business and my outlook on real estate, and I was able to continually make progress and become a better agent. So absolutely, I encourage you to find a mentor that will help you. The beautiful thing is about me with Epic Realty is actually you get a free mentor. So if you join my organization within Epic Realty, I can be your mentor no matter where you are in the country for absolutely free. Just DM me, connect with me, and I would love to show you everything about why Epic Realty is amazing and how I can help you grow your business. Number 7 would be you can do it part-time. I know some people will say, oh no, you cannot do it part-time. You cannot be a part-time real estate agent. That's not true. You actually can be a part-time real estate agent. The problem is you won't be as good as the full-time agents though. Understand, if your attention is divided into some sort of other business or some sort of other service, it will suffer. If you're not day in and day out just doing real estate alone, you are going to find your attention divided. You won't have as much time for showing properties, for prospecting, or doing whatever it is that's related to your business. So understand that your business will suffer slightly and you will not make progress as fast as someone doing it full time. So am I saying you can't? No, I understand. Some people need to make money in order to grow their business, and they may have to try to supplement their real estate. That's fine. Do what you need to do to get by, but your goal should be, how quickly could I scale or get to the amount of business to where I can do it full time? Because I will tell you guys, I started out as a part-time agent. I was doing fitness and I was doing real estate at the same time, but the second I let the fitness job go and I jumped fully into real estate, sink or swim, there was nothing like understanding if I did not make those calls and do everything I needed to do every day, that I was not going to eat. I was not going to make money. The second it's sink or swim, that's when you get serious and you go all in. So I do encourage you, at some point, make that leap into full-time real estate. Bet on yourself that you're going to get the work done and that you're going to go through the motions. You're going to get it and you're going to find success, but just go all in, be fully hearted into it, and have faith that you can make this work if you actually do the work every single day. Work hard and you will see results. And number 8, the final one, would be that there are many ways to get business. No one has the end-all be-all secret to how exactly you should get real estate business. Yes, many coaches or mentors or people trying to sell you programs will say this is exactly the way that you have to do it if you want to be successful. That is absolutely not true, because in my business, I can tell you over the years, I have found many ways to be successful. One way was through my church group, right? Through my religious organization that I hang out with on a regular basis. That is my sphere of influence. I was able to find a tremendous amount of business through them. I was also able to find business through social media marketing, doing videos, running ads, doing all types of educational content online, like you're watching right now. YouTube is a way to generate leads and business. Some people choose to do cold calling. That's how I built my business in the beginning. I used scripts and follow-up systems. I was calling for sale by owners, expireds, for rent by owners, anyone, circle prospecting throughout neighborhoods. I did door knocking. There are a million ways to get business, so don't let anyone tell you that there's only one key or one secret to finding business. There are so many ways that you can go out and do it. We are seeing a turn in the industry to where mailers are even making a comeback, where you can send things in the mail because people are so inundated by their email box and social media. It's so flooded that you can actually see many opportunities by doing just snail mail, actually going into people's mailboxes. Look up all the different ways to lead generate, find what you want to give a shot, and really work hard at that one way or just a few ways. The problem I see with most people is they get shiny object syndrome, where they're trying this, that, and so doing all of these different things, all of a sudden you're not focused or dialed in on one thing and making that one thing really great. So try your best to pick maybe 1, 2, or 3 ways to lead generate. Get really good at those few things, dial it all the way in, and and then try to find success if you can with just those few little things. And of course, if you would like some assistance, if you want to understand cold calling scripts, lead generation through social media, or just have a mentor with accountability, DM me, reach out to me. I'm Drake Abshire with Epic Realty. I would love to show you why we have the most benefits you would ever find in real estate. You can have me as your personal mentor to help you grow from anywhere across the country, and you can be among a group of agents who are all here to support and see you thrive. So feel free to book a call with me. My link is in the description in the bio, and if you found any value in this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss any other videos from me, and I'll see you guys later.